All right. So the other day on my Instagram, I posted a story and I asked what type of videos you guys want to see, and someone put in that box how to get into the music industry starting from zero. And I thought this was a really good video idea because I'm sure there's quite a few of you who have FL Studio picking it up, and now you kind of want to maybe take it further and see where you can go from it and get some guidance on how you can take what you make on FL Studio into something that the music industry would actually want and use. And I'm assuming most of you guys are producers. So uh, basically, how to get in the music industry starting from zero. What does that mean? It means how can I, as a producer, start making money through the music industry, and how can I work with my favorite artists? And the biggest way or the most simplest way as a producer to be able to get recognized by the music industry is to produce a big record, right? And what I mean by big record, a number one record on the Billboard Hot 100, maybe on a number one album, right? You don't have, obviously that's like the highest level, but you can even get away with like the a major placement, just a major placement in general, okay? And if you're a producer and you get a major placement in general, you're gonna have a lot of DMs that flood you. You're gonna have everyone that reaches out to you asking, "Hey, send me this loop, send me loops, send me beats, send me stuff for this artist, that artist, XYZ," and that's where you know you've pretty much stepped into the music industry. And the whole goal as a producer before you have any record or any before you take that first step into the door, um, is to be able to get yourself in through that door. And the way you do that is through a major placement. Now, you don't also necessarily have to have a major placement. What you can also do is build with an artist who is considered a major placement as their career uh, goes forward, right? What do I mean by that? Like you can literally build with someone that is maybe at 2,000 followers, 1,000 followers, and you can build them all the way up until the point where they hit 100K, 200K, 300K, or even a million, and they start having a couple million streams, and the industry starts to recognize them. If the industry recognizes that artist you're working with, and you're really close to that artist, you're also going to enter into this industry too. Think about SD Kid and his producer, right? Like that those two kind of came up together, and there's so many stories of major producers, like even Nick Mira and Juice World, right? Like Taz Taylor, Juice World, like all those guys, they came up with someone that was with an artist that was doing really well in the music industry, and then they got their foot in through the door while also making their own opportunities with anyone else. So I don't want to say that because of an artist the producer gets put on. That's not necessarily always true, but that is a way to get in. So now, getting a placement with a major artist is there's many different ways to do that, and building with an artist, it takes a really long time. So what would I say to do, right? How right now, if I have nothing, what would I do? The biggest answer to how to get into the music industry start from zero, to just sum it all up, is content, right? It's literally just this thing. Yeah, I think in today's day and age, in 2026, it is content. And I don't know if you see this, you probably see it a lot on your Instagram, on your TikTok. It's just a bunch of producers making content on how to FL Studio tips and tricks, or how to make this type of melody, or how to make a SD kit type of melody, or whatever the case is. And those guys are all doing it right. Or even just posting their loops. Those guys are all doing it right because that allows people to come to you, right? Now, back in the days when I was getting my records with Lil Baby and anyone else that I was working with at the time, I wasn't making content. What I was really focused on was emailing people, and that was, I would say, something that most people weren't doing or weren't doing it successfully. And I caught it in a more earlier stage, and that was in 2020. And I used to email people, I used to collect emails, I used to DM people, be like, hey, like, where can I send loops, this and that. And that's how I got my success, and that's how I got my records with Lil Baby. But now is completely different because everyone's now getting DMs. Even me, I get 1,000 DMs all the time asking, "Hey, where can I send loops, this and that?" And that is not going to get me to answer, and that is probably not going to get any other major guy to answer you. But now, let's just say I produced. Let's just say I made this video on Instagram. It was a loop, and it got a million views. Yeah, I think all the major producers are gonna start hitting me up, be like, "Yo, send me some stuff." So that's what you got to think about. You got to think about it in the context of people need to come to you, right? And how do people come to you? You need to make content. You need to make really good content, and That's a thing that most people don't want to do. And as a producer, it's like, oh, why do I have to do that? Like, if you want to make it, you got to do it, right? So, and you just can't really fight it. You just kind of have to write, do it, and just go, just make music. You know, make music and record it. That's really what you got to do. You don't got to make it overcomplicated. You don't got to have make it like super like, oh, you need like a super expensive camera or anything like that. All you really need is your phone. And that's pretty much it. Like, I literally just, like, to the left here, I'll have it like a small tripod I got for like $10, $20 on Amazon, and just record myself just playing, like, click and play on my laptop here, or just playing the keys. So just have like a decently lit up room. Like, my room looks kind of lit up right now, and if I turn the camera around, it looks pretty nice because I have a few lamps from IKEA that cost me like maybe less than $100, maybe $200. I just have like 2 or 3 lamps and a few like plants around the place, some design, whatever, and just make your place look nice. You can realistically do it for $50 and make it look nice, and then record a bunch of content. That's really all you gotta do. Now, I recommend doing it every day, but if you can't do it every day, at least something consistent. Like, I'd rather you post like 2 to 7 times a week, um, for like 2 years, let's just say, than uh, post every day for like 3 months, right? Now, this can get you a lot of leverage for sure, but this is a lot more consistent, and I think this will do you a lot better. I don't want to say 7 times, maybe like let's just say 5 times, okay? So just make content, simple, easy, short content that showcases your loops, showcases your beats. Um, there's a great example of someone who showcases their beats, and that would be, I think his name is Steven Schaefer. I'm pretty sure that's how I pronounce his name. He makes, if you go look at his videos on Instagram, you can see that he just has like a bunch of just his phone sitting still, and he just record his speaker moving, and then his synths or whatever, and then his plugins, and then his keyboard, and then I don't know, the ground maybe. I don't know. He posts like different things, like different cool things, a part of about his studio, and just kind of combines that into one compilation of clips that also has the beat playing in the background. So that's one way you can do it, or you can do it the way I did it, or where I got it from. That my idea is from Nico Barron. He literally just sets his tripod up on the side and plays his loop, plays a few keys, right, and records it. And that's really easy to do. Make it simple, make content really simple for you to do. And the reason why why I'm emphasizing content is because if you get that done, if you can post consistently and you can get your views really up there, um, you will have people coming to you. Like, I've had a lot of opportunities come to me because I've posted content, right? And even just like don't look at Instagram just for entertainment, right? Ask yourself, why is this video that you are currently looking at viral, right? It could be someone jumping off the highest cliff in the world and then falling into a pool of water, or it can be someone that is making a beat in the studio. I don't know, whatever it is, right? Whatever the video is, ask yourself, why is this viral? What about this video makes it viral? And why do I like it? And why did I like it? And that's kind of what I do. And then I'll try to implement, okay, how can I make this into music, right? Like, for example, like one thing I seen the other day, and if you and this is I'm only no one knows about this, by the way, but one thing I seen the other day was the I think it was that guy. He did the it's like day one, day two, all the way up until like day 1,000 or whatever. I don't know what day he finished that, but a day 1,000 of hopping into an ice bath or whatever, right? And he'd just be outside in the freezing cold and just hop into the bath every single morning, and he'd record it and post it every single day. And then I thought, okay, that's not really music, but how can I put that into music? Maybe I start day one making beats until this artist finds this artist uses one or something like that. Like, that's kind of what I've been doing, right? And it's on a whole different account that you may or may not know about, but you got to really take ideas from actual content and see how you can implement that, and that's the way I'd go about it. So if you want to get into the music industry starting from zero, you need to produce a big record. You need to build with the artist or whatever, who the case is. Either you can produce a major record or build with an artist and just build a bunch of content so that people can find you. That's the best way I can go about it. That also tells you if your music is good or not, and you just keep doing it until something hits, until you hit that 100,000 views, until that million views. So hope you guys learned something from this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, peace.